The gens Flavia was a plebeian family at Rome. Its members are first mentioned during the last 3 centuries of the Republic. The first of the Flavii to achieve prominence was Marcus Flavius, Tribune of the plebs in 327 and 323 BC. However, no Flavius attained the consulship until Gaius Flavius Fimbria in 104 BC. The gens became illustrious during the 1st century AD, when the family of the Flavii Sabini claimed the imperial dignity. Under the empire, the number of persons bearing this nomen becomes very large, perhaps due to the great number of freedmen under the Flavian dynasty of emperors. It was a common practice for freedmen to assume the nomina of the patrons, and see countless persons who obtained the Roman franchise under the Flavian emperors adopted the name Flavius, which was then handed down to the descendants. During the later period of the empire, the name Flavius frequently descended from one emperor to another, beginning with Constantius, the father of Constantine the Great. The name became so ubiquitous that it was sometimes treated as a pronomen, to the extent of being regularly abbreviated FL, and it is even described as a pronomen in some sources, although it was never truly used as a personal name. The last emperor to take the name was Eastern Emperor Constantine IV. After the name fell into disuse among the Byzantine emperors, it was used as a title of legitimacy among the barbarian rulers of former Roman provinces, such as Spain, where the Visigoths and the Spanish successors used the title Emperor of all Spain, and the kings of the barbarian successor kingdoms of Italy, such as the Ostrogoths and the Lombards, also used it, with a special meaning as the protector of the Italian peoples under Lombard rule. The vast majority of persons named Flavius during the later empire could not have been descended from the Flavia gens, and indeed, the distinction between nomina and cognomina was all but lost, so that in many cases one cannot even determine with certainty whether it is a nomen or a cognomen. However, because it is impossible to determine which of these persons used Flavius as a Gentile name, they have been listed below. Origin. The Flavii seem to have been of Sabine origin, and may have been connected with the Flavii who lived at Rome during the 1st century AD, and to whom the Emperor Vespasian belonged. But the name Flavius also occurs in other countries of Italy, as Etruria and Lucania. The name is derived from flavus, meaning golden or golden brown, and probably referred to the blonde hair possessed by an early member of the family. Flavius was also a surname found in a number of gents. In modern use, Flavius is a personal name, and widely used in Romance languages, including Italian and Spanish Flavio, French Flavine, Portuguese Flavio, and Romanian Flavius or Flaviu. Pronomina used. The early Flavii used the pronomina Marcus, Quintus, Gaius, and Lucius. Of these, Gaius is the only one known from the family of the Fimbrii. The name Gnaeus occurs once, but as the son of a freedman of the family, and thus does not seem to be representative of the gens. The Flavii Sabini appear to have restricted themselves to the pronomen Titus alone, and distinguished the sons by the use of different surnames, usually by giving the younger sons surnames derived from the maternal ancestors. Branches and cognomina. The cognomens that occur in the Flavia gens during the Republic of Fimbria, Gallus, Lucanus, and Passio. The only distinct branch of the Flavii during the Republic was that of the Fimbrii. Under the Empire, the family of the Flavii Sabini rose to prominence. Descended from Titus Flavius Petro, a soldier from Rome who fought under Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus. Within 2 generations they had attained such respectability that 2 of his grandsons held the consulship in consecutive years. AD 51 and 52, the younger of these marched to Rome at the head of an army in the year of the 4 emperors, AD 69. and claimed the imperial dignity as the Emperor Vespasian. However, within less than 30 years, the family was largely destroyed through the workings of Vespasian's son, the Emperor Domitian. The Flavii Titiani may be descended from the Flavii Sabini through the consul Titus Flavius Clemens, a nephew of Vespasian, the first of this branch. Titus Flavius Titianus, who was governor of Egypt from AD 126 to 133, may have been his son.